What a beautiful day it is to melt copper. It's like 48 degrees in January. This is crazy. Yesterday I wanted to melt some copper, but it rained. So unfortunately I couldn't do that, but I'm gonna do it today. So yesterday I made up some molds that I would like to make today. I'm going to be doing a sand cast. I'm not doing lost foam. So let's head into the garage. All right, so previously I made all these out of aluminum. Well, today I made 4 of these new sand molds, and I'm gonna make them out of copper. I think they would look a lot better made out of copper. What do you think? So let's get right to it. Well, before we get right to it, I should probably include a clip on how I made the sand mold. Some people might be new to metal casting and have no idea how I made those molds yesterday. Well, if you didn't see my last video where I made the aluminum ones, this is a video clip from that video. This is exactly how I made the 4 molds that I'm using today. This is a metal casting process called sand casting. And the sand that I am using is called green sand, which is a foundry sand. It is a specific mixture of clay and sand with water added to it to get it to stick together, I guess you would say, or at least hold its shape. So once I put the aluminum one in there, I'm using that for the mold that is going to leave an empty cavity for me to now pour molten copper into. So recently I have been taking this copper out of some electric motors. So if you guys missed any of those videos, I'll leave a few in the description below. But today I'm going to be melting down this copper. So this is the crucible that I use only for copper. So I guess I'm going to start it off by adding this little bit here, and then I'll add this later on, or if I could just possibly break it into smaller pieces, I'll just shove it in there. Alright guys, I loaded it all the way to the top. Probably add some more later, but I have my little piece of cardboard we'll put underneath the crucible. We'll go bring this out to the furnace. I know, I need to fix my furnace sometime. I gotta repatch it. It's getting pretty rugged, pretty rough looking. Gonna need to add another coat to it. All the junk's melting off of the copper wire. All the little plastic, all the little strings holding it together. Don't breathe it in. Today's melt, I am using the Castmaster Light GG5000. Come back in a little bit and check on it. So with the temperature a little bit over the melting point of copper, it looked like it was just some slag floating on top. So I thought that I'd get my spoon out and get rid of the slag. But once I started getting my spoon in there, I kind of realized there shouldn't be this much slag. So the copper is still not fully melted. So I'm just going to put the lid back on, get it hotter, and then add a little bit more to it. Also, my camera for some reason didn't record any audio right now. I'm not actually muting this footage. I don't really know what happened with my camera, but it didn't record any audio. I'm pretty sure that happened because I didn't preheat the metal that I'm putting the slag into. That metal is actually pretty cold. I don't believe there was any moisture on it. That's right, guys. Always wear your protection when melting metal. So I'm gonna let this cool down for a little bit, and then I'm gonna take them apart and see how they came out. I think they came out good. Copper is definitely nothing like aluminum. Copper is more liquid. Aluminum is more dense. It doesn't flow as good as copper does. I hope they came out. We'll see shortly. Stay tuned. Well, guys, what do you think? They all came out awesome. Can't wait to get them in the garage to clean them up. All right, guys, they're all finished up. Look at this beauty. These are all so cool. So let's see what they weigh. This one weighs 4.6 ounces. This one weighs 4.75 ounces. This one weighs 4.75 ounces. And this one, 4.9 ounces. Well, they are all pretty close, and they should be, because I used the same exact, aluminum one as the mold. But these are just so cool. I definitely like the copper one better. Let me grab the aluminum one. For comparison, copper versus aluminum. And this is the one I used for the pattern, for the sand mold. This is the pattern I used. So I put this in the sand mold. This is what I made the cavity out of, and this is what I made. So guys, let me know in the comments if you're still watching the video. It would be greatly appreciated. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which one do you like better? Make sure you give it a thumbs up, guys. Stay tuned for the next video.